this video, we are going to discuss Harold Pinter, the birthday party, in detail way and its critical appreciation, its important themes. Okay, so the birthday party is the full-length play written by Harold Pinter. Who is written as is Harold Pinter, and it was performed in 1957. Although it initially failed, it later became one of the most important plays in modern British drama and a classic example of theatre of absurd. It was a theatre of absurd and comic of menace. So it was a classic example of theatre of absurd and comedy of menace. When was it performed? Is in 1957. The play explores the themes like fear and insecurity को explore करता है, loss of identity, power and authority, breakdown of communication, psychological violence, isolation and alienation. Pinter presents a world where ordinary life suddenly becomes mysterious and threatening. The audience never receive clear explanation about event which creates tension and anxiety. अब इस प्ले की सेटिंग को देखें तो the play is set in a seaside boarding house. Where is the setting? It is in a seaside boarding house in an unnamed town in England. Okay, this house is this house is run by Meg Bowles, a childish and talkative woman, and her quiet husband Petty Bowles, who works as a deck chair attendant. The boarding house appears peaceful and ordinary. However, this dramatic domestic space gradually becomes a place of fear and control. The setting reflects one of Pinter's main idea. What does it reflect? Danger can exist even in familiar and comfortable environment. Main characters: Stanley Weber. Stanley Weber, one of the lodgers in the boarding house, unemployed and pianist, possibly failed artist, nervous, aggressive, and insecure, presents modern men facing identity crisis. Meg Bowles, childlike and talkative, treats Stanley like a son but also flirts with him, lives in isolation, illusion, and routine. Petty Bowles, quiet and passive, represents society's helplessness. Then we have Goldberg. Goldberg, he is smooth talking, confident stranger, uses religious and social and moral clinch. Symbols of authority and social control is there. Then the next character is McCann, serious and disciplined Irishman, Goldberg's assistant and represents organized power. Lulu, young girl who visits the boarding house, curious and flirtatious, symbol of innocence exploited by power. Now, arrival will move to the summary. There are We'll move act by act. Act 1, Arrival of the Thread. The play begins in the morning. Meg prepares breakfast for Stanley. Their conversation is repetitive and slightly absurd. Meg constantly asks, "Is it nice? Do you sleep well?" Stanley responds irritably. Their relationship is strange, partially maternal, partially flirtatious. Petty reads the newspaper quietly. He seems detached from everything. The routine atmosphere shows life is monotonous and meaningless. Stanley claims he uses to be a successful pianist, but his story seems exaggerated or doubtful. He fears the outside world and rarely leave the house. Later, Meg announces that two new guests are coming. Stanley becomes extremely anxious. He feels that they are coming for him. This creates suspense. In the evening, two guests that are Goldberg and McCann. Goldberg and McCann arrive. They behave politely but strangely. Their conversation contained religious references, social cliches, and mysterious hints. Stanley meets them and immediately feels threatened. Although no clear accusation is made, the audience senses that Stanley is being haunted or judged. Act 1 ends with a feeling of psychological tension. The birthday party and interrogation. Meg decides to celebrate Stanley's birthday. Ironically, Stanley insisted it is not his birthday. Meg ignores this. The party becomes symbolic and forced social ritual. Before the birthday, Goldberg and McCann begin to question Stanley. They interrogate to absurd confusions like why did you leave the organization? Why did you betray us? Why did you kill your wife? These accusations are contradictory and possibly meaningless. Stanley becomes nervous and unable to respond logically. This is so psychological violence through language. Goldberg dominates the long speech about morality, family values, and tradition. Meghan silently tears newspaper stripes, symbolizing destructions and order. Stanley's identity began to collapse. The party scene. The party is one of the most dramatic scenes in the modern theater. Meg dresses Stanley in a toy drum. Like a child, Lulu arrives and flirts with Goldberg. Guests play blind man's buff. They are playing a game that is blind man's buff, a childish game. During the game, lights suddenly go out. Stanley screams. He tries to strang Meg. He tries to strang Meg. He assaulted Lulu. Sorry. Chaos replaces celebration. When lights return, Stanley is broken and speechless. This moment represents a destruction of individuality. The party, meant of joy, becomes a ritual of humiliation and control. Act 3, aftermath and removal. The next morning, everything seems calm again. Meg does not remember the violence clearly. She lives in denial. Stanley appears at the breakfast table. He can't speak properly. He is clear shaved and he wears a dark formal suit. Goldberg and McCann have transformed him into a silent object. They plan to take him away. Lulu confronts Goldberg, accusing him of sexual exploitation during the night. Goldberg denies responsibility and with charming language. The scenes reveal that hypocrisy of authority. Petty tries weakly to resist when they take Stanley away. He says, "Stan, don't let them tell what to do." But Stan is unable to respond. Goldberg and McCann led him out like a prisoner. The play ends without explanation. Now, we'll see the major themes. Major themes of the play are fear and anxiety. The entire play creates a sense of unexplained fear because we are not made to know that what is happening around him. Stanley fears unknown forces. Audience are also feeling anxious because they're not knowing who they are. We do not know Stanley's crime. We do not know Goldberg's mission. This reflects post-war insecurity, loss of identity. Stanley gradually loses confidence, speech, and freedom. By the end, he becomes almost mechanical. This suggests that modern society can easily erase individuality. Then we have power and authority. Goldberg and McCann represent oppressive system, political, social, and religious. This power lies in language, rituals, and psychological pressure. They control Stanley without physical violence. Breakdown of communication. Dialogue in the play is repetitive, illogical, full of pauses. Characters do not truly understand each other. Pinter shows language can hide truth rather than reveal it. Absurdity of existence. The play has no clear logical structure. Events seem meaningless. Stanley's guilt is never explained. This reflects absurdity philosophy. Human life lack clear response. Comedy of maniac. The play mixes horror, humor, and fear. So this is called comedy of maniac. Makes childish excitement is funny. Man's buff game is ironic, but sudden violence creates terror. This mixture makes audience uncomfortable. Domestic space in prison as prison. The boarding house should be safe. Instead, it became interrogation room and psychological trap. Winter suggests that danger exists even in everyday environment. Social conformity. I'm so sorry, just a second. Social conformity. Stanley may represent an individual who refuses to conform. Stanley may represent an individual who refuses to conform. Goldberg and McCann forces him to form a formal cloth, silence, and submission. This suggests that society punishes nonconformity. Symbolism. Birthday party is a false celebration social ritual. Blind man's buff is blindness of society. Toy drum is infertilization of Stanley. Dark suit is loss of individuality and sadness is psychological death. Dramatic technique. Pinter uses pause and silence. He is using pause and silence, minimal action, ambiguous dialogue, catastrophic setting, unsolved ending. These techniques create pin, uh, Pinterest interest. Philosophical meaning. The play suggests individuals live under invisible control. Society demands conformity. Identity is fragile. Truth is uncertain. Stanley's removal symbolizes the fate of those who cannot resist institutional power. In conclusion, Birthday Party is not a traditional story based drama. It's not a traditional story. Rather, it's a psychological and philosophical play about fear, identity, and authority. Through the mysteries event at the boarding house, Harold Pinter shows that ordinary life hides deep anxiety. Communication often fails. Low power operates through intimidation. Individual struggles to maintain freedom. The play remains relevant because modern society still faces political control, social pleasure, personal insecurity. Stanley's silent departure leaves the audience disturbed and meaning thoughtful. Pinter work forces us to think: who controls our identity? How safe we are in our everyday world? And can we today resist authority? Thus, the birthday party stands as one of the most powerful exploration of modern human condition in the absurd drama. Now, we'll be doing the critical appreciation and then the whole story will be clear to you all. I guess so. Harold Pinter's The Birthday Party is one of the most significant play of modern drama. It is one of the most significant play of the modern drama, known for its exploration of fear, identity, power, and breakdown of communication. Though it initially confuses audience because of its ambiguity and lack of clear plot structure, it later comes to be recognized as a major work of the theater of absurd and what critic Evan Walder famously called the comedy of maniacs. One of the central aspects of the play is Pinter's portrayal of existential insecurity in modern life. The of the play, a seemingly ordinary seaside boarding house, represents the illusion of safety and domestic comfort. However, this normal environment gradually becomes a site of psychological threat. The sudden arrival of Goldberg and McKen introduce an atmosphere of tension and fear. This is never fully explained. The uncertainty reflects the post World War II condition in which individuals felt vulnerable to unseen political and social forces. Thus, Pinter presents a world where danger is not always visible but deeply felt. A major critical concern in the play is the loss of individual identity. Stanley Weber, the central character, appears initially as a defensive and isolated figure, possibly a failed artist. As Goldberg and McKen interrogate him through absurd and contradictory accusations, Stanley's sense of self begins to integrate. He becomes confident, speechless, and eventually powerless. Critics, interpret it as a symbolic representation of how modern institutions, political, social, and psychological, can destroy individuality and enforce conformity. By the end of the play, Stanley's transformation is also a transformation, not a silent, formally dressed figure, suggests his as absorption into a controlling system. Another important feature of the play is Pinter's innovation, use of language and silence. Dialogue in the birthday party is fragmented, repetitive, and often meaningless. Characters speak a clinch, evasion, and pause, creating a sense of communication has failed. Instead of clarifying reality, language becomes a tool of dominance. Goldberg's confident speeches contrast with Stanley growing instability to respond, highlighting the power of imbalance. Pinter's famous pause and silence are not empty but filled with psychological tension, emphasizing what remains unsaid. The technique reflects the absurdism belief that language cannot adequately express the complexity of human experience. The play also functions as a critic of social ritual and conformity. The birthday party itself is ironic because Stanley denies that it is his birthday. What should be a joyful celebration turned into a humiliating and chaotic event, symbolizing how society imposes artificial rules on individuals. Games like Blind Man's Buff represent social blindness and confusion, while assault during the blackout reflects the breakdown of the order and identity. Furthermore, the birthday party combines humor and terror in a unique tri-comic form, makes childish excitement and domestic chatter, creates a comic moment, but these are overshadowed by an understanding meaning. This mixture produces comfort rather than simple laugh out, forcing audience to confront the instability of modern existence. In conclusion, Pinter's play is a powerful exploration of psychological fear, authoritarian power, and fragility of identity. Its ambiguity shows the multiple interpretation, political, existential, and social, making it a rich and enduring work of modern drama. Through Stanley's silence removal, Pinter leaves audience. Thank you and stay tuned for more such videos.